Autism is taking over the world by storm. Did you know that it now affects 1 in 68 children and 1 in 42 boys? It is one of the fastest growing developmental disorders in the U.S. The severity of an individual's autism can vary. However, the inevitable is that they all need caregivers and they will all grow up. So, when these children with autism grow up and their caregivers are no longer able to care for them, where will they go?
Yeah, you start thinking about, we're not going to live forever.
Sort of make wishes or hopes, prayers along the way, that if we could just find a place to live that's safe.
In an ideal world, we would like to think that a family member or some other person who has a relationship with the individual would take charge as their caregiver. But in reality, taking on responsibility for an adult with autism can be extremely time-consuming and straining.
I would never, ever, I would be like a Siamese twin with Martha. And that's not healthy for her, it's not healthy for me. And she needs to be in a setting where she's with like adults, a peer system.
In the state of Oklahoma, according to the Autism Speaks catalog of residential services, there are only 7 community housing options for adults with autism. This number is unacceptable, and many caregivers are unaware of the scarce options. By the time they go to sign their individual up for housing, they are confronted with a lengthy wait list. If there is not a plan put in place to create more residential facilities now, especially considering the increasing rate of autism in children, there will be an impending crisis.
These adults often end up sitting at home or getting medicated at psychiatric hospitals.
And then we see a lot of homelessness. We see that.
Something in the state of Oklahoma has to be done about this issue. This is why the Oklahoma Autism Residential Care Act must be passed. The Oklahoma Autism Residential Care Act would provide government funding towards creating new community residences and support services for adults with autism in Oklahoma. These facilities will be staffed with around-the-clock professionals that will provide care and assistance to those in need of help. This bill will help countless adults with autism receive the best quality of care and life possible once their caregiver is no longer able to support them. If the Senate agrees to pass this bill, countless lives will be positively affected. A good quality of life for these individuals will be secured. With the growing rate of children with autism, having a large number of residents available to them in the future is essential.
There's still a lot of people thinking it's not, they want to put their hands over their face and say, it's not coming, it's not coming. It's like, believe me, it's here.
While it is important to realize that the government spending is reaching new heights, one must also remember that these homes will need to be built no matter the time. By creating options now, one will avoid another problem for the government moving forward. The longer this creation of new homes for adults with autism takes, the more risk the government has of a problem turning into a crisis. By passing the Oklahoma Autism Residential Care Act today, we will avoid that crisis and build a better future for the increasing number of people who have autism. Please be aware of the problems that lie within the autism community today and support the Oklahoma Autism Residential Care Act and all the good it will do.